There's nothing left in there for y'all to eat. Go away. Look at them. They want to know why the door's shut on my greenhouse. No food. Look at them. They're like, well, where's all of our okra and our lettuce and spinach? Hey guys, I'm in my high tunnel this morning trying to get these raised beds set in place. I'm going to put some drip line irrigation in them. I'm going to run some PVC pipe underneath them so I can have drip irrigation into each one. I had a couple questions about whether or not you could put these raised beds in a high tunnel on the NRCS program. And I called my NRCS guy and talked to him about it. And it's perfectly fine as long as they're still growing in the ground. Okay, you couldn't take these beds and elevate them 2 foot off the ground and grow, because you're not growing in the native soil. So as long as those raised beds are sitting on the ground and they don't have a bottom in them, he said it's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna move these things out of the way. I got a Haas wheel hoe that I'm gonna use to dig me a ditch, a little furrow to put my water line in. So as I was saying, I was gonna use the Haas wheel hoe to make me a furrow. This is my Haas wheel hoe. I just have the single wheel hoe, and this is the most common used attachment that I put on it. The stirrup hoe, and I weed my garden and my high tunnel with this thing. The best thing since sliced bread, guys. If you don't have a wheel hoe, get one. This thing is awesome. So I'm gonna take this stirrup hoe off and put my furrowing attachment on there, and I'll be able to dig me a ditch underneath my raised beds to put my PVC pipe in. Go, simple as that. Takes about 2 minutes to go from the wheel hoe to my furrowing attachment. Look at that. Use that to dig a ditch. All right. So there, my pipe is all laying in my furrow, and I'm not burying it deep. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about it freezing. You gotta figure this is gonna be under 10 inches of raised bed, plus I'm in a high tunnel, and it's gonna be a low pressure system that I can drain at any time I want. So if it's gonna freeze, I'll just open the valves and let the hose, or let the pipe drain. Got my T coming up. I'm going to put a 90 on here, and then I'll have a valve on each one of these where I can shut that water flow off to each bed individually. The plumbing's in. Now I just got to get dirt in here. It's going to take a lot of wheelbarrow loads of dirt. Where are you going? Are you going in the house? Alright guys, so here's my game plan. I filled those up most of the way with that topsoil from here on my own property that came out of an old brush pile. And I've got some river sand that I'm topping it off with. So I'm putting about 2 inches, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches of river sand over that. So that's the finish. So there's my base, all the white mixed in there. See all that? When I had my greenhouse put up, the guy I bought it from brought me a huge bag of perlite. And I mean a huge bag. This is like a 30-gallon trash can full. So I'm mixing a lot of that perlite into my soil to help keep the soil aerated. And then I'm topping it off with sand, and I may mix some more perlite into that top layer. I don't know, guys. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see. Mix a little bone meal and blood meal. So give me your thoughts, guys. What do you think? Is that going to work or not?